Hey everyone! Today I'm diving into a rather spicy topic, how some women might manipulate men. Now before we get into it, remember, manipulation isn't gender specific, nor is it widespread among all women, but understanding these tactics can definitely help navigate complex relationships. So let's get right into it. First up, the guilt trip. Ever been subtly reminded of all those times someone did something for you, and now it's your turn to repay the favor? Yeah, that's a classic manipulation tactic. It's about making you feel indebted, often leading you to do things out of obligation rather than desire. Next, the silent treatment. Silence can be deafening, and when it's used as a weapon, it creates a sense of desperation for resolution. Many men find themselves apologizing, even if they're not sure what they're apologizing for, just to break the silence. Moving on to jealousy plotting. This is a crafty one. Some might flirt with others just to get your attention. It's about triggering your jealousy to gauge your commitment or to make you compete for their affection. Definitely not a healthy foundation for a relationship. Now let's talk about gaslighting, a term you might have heard thrown around often. It's when someone makes you question your own reality and sanity. They might deny they ever said something or suggest you're misremembering things. It's disorienting and can make you doubt your own perceptions and memories. Another tactic is over-complimenting. Yep, even something as nice as compliments can be manipulative if used to soften you up before asking for a favor. It's like buttering someone up just to get what they want. Then there's the victim card. This is when someone constantly portrays themselves as the victim to gain sympathy or evade responsibility. It can be emotionally taxing because it puts you in a position where any attempt to address issues might seem like you're attacking them. Emotional blackmail is another intense one. This involves threats, not always direct, about the consequences of not doing what the other person wants. It might be hints about ending the relationship or more subtle implications that things will go badly if you don't comply. And finally, the ultimatum. This is the big one. Do this or else. It forces a decision under pressure, often without the chance to weigh the pros and cons fully. It's a high-stakes manipulation that puts you in a tight spot. Understanding these tactics isn't about pointing fingers, but about fostering healthier relationships through awareness. If you recognize these behaviors, it's crucial to communicate openly and possibly seek guidance. Remember, healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding, not manipulation. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Let's delve a bit deeper into the guilt trip. This tactic often involves bringing up past favors or sacrifices to make you feel like you owe them something. It's a subtle way to control your actions by making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being. The silent treatment, on the other hand, can be incredibly isolating. It creates a power imbalance where one person controls the flow of communication. This can lead to feelings of anxiety and desperation, making you more likely to give in just to restore peace. Jealousy plotting is another tactic that can be very damaging. It not only undermines trust, but also creates unnecessary competition and insecurity. This kind of manipulation can erode the foundation of any relationship, making it difficult to build genuine trust and intimacy. Gaslighting, as mentioned earlier, is a particularly insidious form of manipulation. It can make you question your own reality and erode your self-confidence. Over time, this can lead to a loss of self-trust and make you more dependent on the manipulator for validation and reality checks. Over-complimenting might seem harmless, but when used strategically, it can lower your defenses and make you more susceptible to manipulation. It's a way to create a false sense of security and trust, making it easier to ask for favors or control your actions. Playing the victim is another tactic that can be emotionally draining. It shifts the focus away from the real issues and makes it difficult to address problems constructively. This can create a cycle of guilt and responsibility that is hard to break, making it challenging to have open and honest conversations. Emotional blackmail, with its implicit or explicit threats, can create a constant state of fear and anxiety. It forces you to comply out of fear of losing the relationship or facing negative consequences. This kind of manipulation can be very damaging to your mental health and overall well-being. Ultimatums, the final tactic, are a form of high-pressure manipulation. They force you to make decisions quickly, often without considering all the options or consequences. This can lead to regret and resentment, as you may feel coerced into making choices that aren't in your best interest. By understanding these tactics, you can better navigate your relationships and foster a healthier, more respectful dynamic. If you find yourself in a situation where these tactics are being used, it's important to seek support and communicate your feelings openly. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and open communication. Don't let manipulation undermine your well-being. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.